you said, both members of the tag team champions unsuccessful in singles matches. Who knows now?
Big victory for Chavo Guerrero, and now it is time for our direct impact of the night. Brought to you by Direct Auto Insurance.
You check it out right here, three amigos. I don't know if that's the first amigo, uno, dos, or maybe tres. We got caught up in the middle. Doesn't matter, all three were effective. The lead to victory for Chavo Guerrero. He felt froggy, then that frog splash. Games of the late, great Eddie Guerrero. La Familia of Chavo.
Taz, listen to this huge news. Direct Auto giving you a chance to fly away to Bound for Glory live in Phoenix, Arizona, including front row tickets. Enter now at directimpactwin.com.
I'm Evan Markopoulos, and I'm the next gut check contestant and the next TNA superstar. I'm from Hudson, Massachusetts, but right now I live in Worcester, Massachusetts, where I go to college. I'm 18 years old. I've just been wrestling since I was 13. Growing up, I never watched a lot of cartoons. I didn't watch a lot of sports. I just watched wrestling. There's something about wrestling that I just liked. Seeing those guys walking down the aisle with 20,000 people, 30,000 people screaming for them, there's something about that I want that to be me. I can remember we were eating dinner at the dinner table, and I told my dad and my mom that I found a wrestling school 45 minutes away. And it's funny because my parents, they didn't laugh, they didn't smile, they just looked at me and they said, "Are you sure?"
When he turned 13 years old, I came home from work one afternoon. He said, I've got an appointment for Thursday night at 6 o'clock at the Killer Kowalski School of Wrestling in North Andover. And I didn't know what to expect. We jumped in the car, we drove out here, and I met the owners, and that's kind of how it all started. I always admired the fact that he started something, and he really finished it. He really finished it.
So if someone wants to say I didn't pay my dues, I'll say you're right, because who am I? I'm no TV superstar. I've never been on TV, but I hope somebody does say that to me. That'll help me one day, because when I do finally pay my dues and I'm at the top of that mountain, I'll be able to thank that person for giving me that wake-up call. When I go in there, I'm going to show Mr. Al Snow, I'm going to show Taz, Mr. Pritchard, I'm going to show those three. For an 18-year-old kid, I belong in TNA wrestling.
And yes, Gut Check, it returns 1 week from tonight. But up next, we will hear from Impact Wrestling Knockout Tara. We're back live right after this. Taz, earlier tonight, Bobby Roode's comments, it brought out a P.O. James Storm.
Oh, it just broke down into, well, it was like I said earlier, a one-way fight. It was Storm just beating the living daylights out of Bobby Roode. And it just wouldn't stop. He dented the wall up and everything, as we said earlier. I mean, once we went to the break, we couldn't stay with the fight. It was mayhem, apparently, and chaos
Fought
backstage.
all the way to the back, took like a dozen guys to separate Storm and Roode.
Did I get enough of Bobby Roode? Is that what you're asking me? Oh, no, I didn't get enough. Bobby, I hope you slept really good in that jail, because I'm about to make your life a living hell. Next Thursday is open fight night. That means I can call out anybody I want. Good for me, bad for you.
Being back for this Bound for Glory is really special to me because I have great memories from this pay-per-view. That's where I won the first TNA Knockouts Championship.
History made in Atlanta at Bound for Glory as Gail Kim becomes the first TNA Knockout Champion.
When I walk away from this business one day, I will always have that memory so dear to me.
Gail Kim will always be the first ever women's TNA champion.
It was truly the best moment of my career.
Bound for Glory, it's going to be epic. Biggest pay-per-view of the year, but how about next Thursday night? Not only the return of Gut Check, but also Open Fight Night is back. Sounds to me like the Cowboy James Storm has Bobby Roode in his sights.
Oh, I would say so. In his crosshairs, as they say in the hunting world. I'm a big hunter,
I know you are.
Speaking of hunters, others.
Big game.
Oh, big game. Yeah, I love big game, hon. Big.
As you'll recall, recently here on Impact Wrestling, Tara, the teacher, she pinned our knockout champion, Miss Tessmacher, the student. Sunday at No Surrender, it was a different story.
Yeah, no, sure was. I mean, Tara, but, you know, listen, the thing with Tara is she can be unpredictable. She can be your best friend 1 second, next second, want to tear your head off. Unpredictability, Mike.
Take this moment to congratulate my best friend and the Knockouts champion, Miss Tessmacher.
Yes, the student did it at No Surrender. Erased the doubts that she had, proved to herself that she could be the teacher. You know, she just had to know this relationship built on mutual respect. The former tag team partner, what a competitive match they had at No Surrender this past Sunday. And Miss Tessmacher, our knockout champion, featured this week on SportsIllustrated.com. You know, it's so great to see the mainstream media coverage that our knockouts are getting since Brooke Hogan was named executive in charge of the knockouts.
Wow, Sports Illustrated, they're changing. You gotta give me a subscription.
Okay, being serious. At the pay-per-view, No Surrender, you beat the teacher. I'm gonna be honest. She did. She did. You did. Part of me was very, very upset. But part of me was very proud and happy. Because, it's true, that meant I did my job and I taught you well. It's such an honor to be out there with you. You will always be my best friend and my boo. Honestly. And I love you. I hope you know that. I really do. I just want to take this moment to properly present you the championship belt. You proved to everyone out there that you are the best, Brooke. And I love you. May I?
What are we watching, Oprah here? What's going on here? Well, that's nice of Tara. You know, I guess if you're not going to be the champion, strap the champion on someone else.
Championship belt put in place around the waist of our knockouts champ, Miss Tessmacher, by her best friend, Tara.
Ladies and gentlemen, my best friend and the knockouts champion, Miss Tessmacher.
Tessmacher did it. Erased those lingering doubts that she had about the ability to defeat the teacher. She just had to know, and she found out that she could do it. She was successful, and now Miss Tessmacher heads to Bound for Glory as the TNA Knockouts champion.
You know, Mike, I never said this out here. My second grade teacher back in the day, her name was Miss Tessmacher. She didn't look like this Miss Tessmacher, though. Really? No, that one was hotter. What? No, Joe, it's a joke. Come on, how much hotter can you get than Miss Tessmacher or Tara?
Great accomplishment for Miss Tessmacher.
Absolutely.
First winning the title in her home state of Texas. Slammiversary. Regaining it on Impact Wrestling recently. And she proved to... Oh! But you're going to take her up for the widow's peak.
Oh my God, no, Tara, no.
Where did this come from?
Oh, you got me.
We're talking about mutual respect between the teacher and the student. Mutual respect between Tara and Miss Tessmacher.
I think that's
tonight,
gone.
Zero respect.
Yeah, I think that's gone, buddy.
can't take away what happened.
Get some medics out here. Hardy's hurt. Lock every damn entrance and every exit around this building.
This tournament means the world to me.
Why don't you win it the right way when Jeff Hardy can really, really defend himself?
Jeff Hardy's coming out. Jeff Hardy, obviously, showing the effects of the attack by aces and eights.
I knew I was hurt, and it was some kind of separation. I mean, I knew it was bad, but went out there and against his orders, I said I have to try.
If there's ever been anything that illustrates the importance of the Bound for Glory series, this is it.
As the match went on, I guess the adrenaline and the enigmas, the creatures, it all helped to push me.
Hardy gonna try and fight through.
Hardy's going to Phoenix, baby! Hardy is bound for glory!
I'm going to sleep hopefully very well tonight and wake up very sore and just focus on Bound for Glory. Whether I'm injured or not, it's going to be Jeff Hardy versus Austin Aries, and it is going to steal the show.
In a return match from No Surrender, it's going to be Bully Ray versus Jeff Hardy. Now, it's the winner versus Austin Aries at Bound for Glory for the title. High-stakes showdown right after this.
I give you guys a lot of room to run this thing, but this is totally getting out of control. I need to know that there's a plan. I mean, what is that plan? You keep saying it's under control.
No, Dixie, this is a situation we haven't encountered before.
I agree.
This is out-and-out warfare as far as I'm concerned. It's much more than business. This thing has gone really, really personal, and now they don't care if it's women or men. You could be next.
I'm looking over my shoulder at home.
I have dealt with guys like this in the past, and they're all about just trying to make us scared.
I'm going to say something here I've never said before. My brother, before he passed away, ran with a bad crew in Oakland. And at the end of the day, I had to walk away from my brother. My worst fear is that if we don't put this fire out, it could be something that we can't stop.
And let their asses in, and we can
we tried that.
Let them in. Open the doors up.
But we've got to be proactive. We've got to start looking for these people.
You know what, Al? His idea is proactive. They've already proven they can get inside with the grip and the guy with the cables that took out our champ. If they say the guy sitting next to you...
It's not a bluff.
...could be somebody that runs with them.
You saying somebody in this room right now could be one of them?
They're either trying to make us think that or it's the case, but we have to go with that there is somebody inside. We have to protect Brooke. We have to protect me. I've got a family. I mean, this is my investment. How are you guys going to help me protect that?
You two should be protected at all times, especially when both of you are working. You can't be in this environment without a couple people around you.
Look, they've already accomplished what they want to accomplish. They've got all of us sitting here in this room wondering, what are we going to do next? They have us looking at each other. You already brought up it could be somebody in this room. No disrespect. Could it be you?
Oh, seriously, could it be you?
Come on, let's do...
No.
I know it's not me.
Of course you know it's not you.
But the point, we are all here talking about it. We are, let them in. They say they're already in.
Yeah.
If we can't trust this room, we're in serious trouble.
But like Al said, too, they must have some sort of end result that they're going after because they keep getting little followers. So how are we going to stop them if they keep getting more people to join their posse?
There's people have beefs with both you and I. You, head of talent relations.